Hello, friends, and welcome to another day of math. This is Miss Allen, and today we are talking more about shapes. I want you to take a peek at all four of these beautiful shapes that I have on my board. I want you to point at your favorite one when I say go. Ready, set, go! Point at your favorite one. I know, I really like the color gold, so I really like the one that's on top, right at the tippy top. If you remember what the shape is called, go ahead and say it out loud. It's a hexagon! You got it. We've been talking a lot about hexagons, but today we are going to go really deep into what makes a hexagon a hexagon. We've talked about corners and edges before, but we've never talked about how many corners and edges a hexagon has. Remember, the edges are the long, straight parts on a shape. And the corners are where those long, straight parts meet and make a point. We are going to go ahead and see how many corners and how many edges a hexagon has. Do you have a guess? How many edges do you think a hexagon has? Let's go ahead and check your guess. We're going to be counting the sides of this green hexagon first. Ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A hexagon has 6 sides. Alrighty, next, friends, we're going to see how many corners a hexagon has. Do you have a guess? Let's see if your guess is right. Are you ready to count? Let's count the corners of the blue hexagon. Remember, the corners are the points where the sides come together. Let's go ahead and count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The hexagon has 6 sides and 6 corners. Pretty interesting. Every single one of these hexagons has 6 sides and 6 corners. Let's double check. Let's look at the red hexagon. Let's count how many sides the red hexagon has. Ready, set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. 6 sides, just like we said. How many corners? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Awesome. 6 corners, just like we counted on that blue hexagon. Every single one of these shapes you see right here is a hexagon. Now what we are going to do is we are going to be looking at some real life examples of a hexagon. Remember, a hexagon has 6 sides. And how many corners do you remember? 6 corners. Good work. Let's check to see if these real life examples have hexagons on them. If we look at the honeycombs in a beehive, let's go ahead, let's look at this one that I circled right here. We're going to count, see how many sides it has, how many corners it has, and if it is a hexagon, I'm going to give it a big check mark. If it is not a hexagon, I'm going to cross it off. Let's go ahead and count. Count the sides first. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does it have 6 sides? Yep. What about the corners? Let's count corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 corners too. So is the honeycomb a hexagon? It absolutely is. Chow. Cool stuff. Let's go ahead and check the soccer ball. The first shape I see is the black shape right in the middle of the soccer ball right there. Let's count. Let's see how many sides it has. Remember, a hexagon has 6 sides. Ready? Let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This shape only has 5 sides. So is it a hexagon? No, not quite. I'm going to give it a big X. But I'm going to take a peek at this soccer ball one more time. I see another shape on this soccer ball that might just be a hexagon. If you look at the soccer ball, there's also a white shape on there. Let's see if maybe the white shape is a hexagon. Let's count the sides. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. Let's see how many corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 corners. So the white shape on a soccer ball is in fact, a hexagon. That's amazing. Let's go ahead and take a peek at this last real-life example. This is called a nut. It's something that adults use to build stuff or to hold building materials together. First, I see on the inside, there is this shape. What shape is this? Do you remember? A circle. Very good. Remember, a circle has 0 sides and 0 corners. So we definitely know that that part of the nut is not a hexagon. But look at the outside of the nut. That might be a hexagon. Let's go ahead and count. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. What about corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners. Perfect. So the outside of the building nut is a hexagon. Pretty cool. I want you to take a peek around your work spot at home. See if you can find any real life hexagons. Next, what we are going to be doing, friends, is we are going to be looking at these 5 shapes on the bottom. We are going to be determining whether or not these shapes are a hexagon or whether they are not a hexagon. So we're going to look first at this red shape. I am going to use my marker and I'm going to outline the sides while we count. Remember, a hexagon has 6 sides and 6 corners. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sides. Give me a thumbs up if you think it's a hexagon. Thumbs down if it is not a hexagon. Oh, you got it. This shape is not a hexagon. It has too many sides. Let's look at this white one next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is the white shape a hexagon? So far, so good. Let's see if it also has 6 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 corners, 6 sides. Is this a hexagon? Thumbs up. Ding, 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 ding. It sure is. Awesome. Let's try the yellow shape next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides. Womp, womp. That one is not a hexagon. It doesn't have 6 sides. Let's look at this black shape. This is Mrs. DeWart's favorite color. Let's count how many sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks good so far. Let's see how many corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thumbs up if this is a hexagon. Boo, 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 boo. It sure is. Awesome. Now I want you to look at this blue shape. I want you to use your own brain to count the sides and to count the corners. When you're ready, give me a thumbs up if it's a hexagon, thumbs down if it is not a hexagon. Did you say it is a hexagon? If you did, great job. All of these shapes are in fact a hexagon. But if you notice, they don't all look the same. Hexagons can be a lot of different colors. They can be a lot of different sizes. And they can also be facing different directions. Notice how the white and the blue have a point that goes up to the sky, but the black one does not. It has points that go out to the sides. Hexagons can be any direction, any color, and any size. Today for your workbook page, I would love for you to grab your workbook and do this page along with me. It's very important that you do it with me while you're watching this video so that you can listen to all of my directions. Go ahead, pause the video. I'll wait for you to grab your workbook. When you get back, press the play button again so we can work together. Now that you have your workbook, I want you to grab your erasable pencil and write your first and last name as nicely as you can at the top of your workbook page. Just try your best. Remember, first and last name today. When you're ready, you're going to also grab your box of crayons because today we are coloring in our shapes. You are going to look in the big square down at the bottom of your page, and you're going to be coloring each one of those shapes according to the color they are at the top of the page. So I think I'm going to start by coloring in all of the circles. What color should I be coloring in all of my circles? Orange, you got it. Go ahead and find your orange crayon. I want you to be open-minded. I do not have an orange option on this activity, but I know that you have your orange crayon. So you're coloring all the circles orange. Stay in the lines and take your time. Once you're finished coloring all of your circles orange, I want you to find your purple. I don't have a purple, so please be open-minded. I'm going to use black. We're going to color in our triangles. Go ahead, take your purple crayon, color in those triangles as nicely as possible. Try to stay in the lines. We know you can do it. Remember, your triangle should be purple. Once all of your triangles are colored in purple, I want you to find your blue crayon next. And you're going to be coloring every square blue. Great job. Be sure that you're paying extra special attention to the sides of these shapes. Remember, a square's sides are all the same length. Once you're finished coloring those squares in as nicely as possible, I want you to find your red crayon and you are coloring in the hexagons. Once your hexagon is all colored in, find your green and color in those rectangles. When you're finished coloring in those rectangles, I want you to take out your erasable pencil and I want you to flip your paper over. So you're looking at this red hexagon. Now, this is why it was important for you to only do your workbook page along with me. I am going to be telling you exactly what I want you to do on this page. If you do not do your workbook page with me, Mom, Dad, the adult at home will not be able to help you because they don't know what the directions are. Only I know the directions. So what's going to happen is I'm going to tell you exactly what to draw and where to draw it. And you need to use your brain to draw everything in the right spot. So make sure you have your listening ears on and your erasable pencil in your hand. The first thing I want you to draw is a circle above the hexagon. Next, I want you to draw a rectangle below the hexagon. Next, I want you to pick a side to draw your triangle on. Draw a triangle on the side of your hexagon. And on the other side of your hexagon, draw a square. When you're done drawing those 4 shapes, you are all done with math for today. Go ahead and do that seesaw activity. You are doing an incredible job. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow.